2 seconds later, Concorde crashes into an airport hotel. All 100 passengers and 9 crew on board are killed, as well as 4 people in the hotel. Air traffic controller Gilles Logelin started Concorde on its fateful flight, and he is a witness to those terrifying final seconds.
I knew that everything was finished. I knew that that it was the confirmation of a reality that I didn't accept, in fact. And because until this moment, I still had the belief that it was not true, that it was not the reality. So it gave me the point, I think. It gave me the reality that it was over, that's what could not happen has happened, that it was a real crash.
Concorde, the world's only successful supersonic airliner, has its perfect 25-year safety record destroyed in just 120 seconds. It's a crash of unimaginable horror. The passengers had only a few seconds to prepare for death. Two days later, relatives are allowed to lay flowers at the crash site. Even today, they feel a deep sense of loss. Jörg Meyer's father died in the crash.
I certainly miss him. He leaves a gap for me that cannot be filled. What makes it more terrible is the fact that he didn't die from a natural illness, but in a horrific accident. And he was plucked out of life in his prime.
The disaster was also traumatic for those who survived from the town of Gonesse. Businessman Patrick Tess had a miraculous escape. He works directly next door to the hotel destroyed by Concorde. To this day, he's haunted by the events.
Well, of course the crash had an effect on me. You can't remain unaffected by it. To see what I saw, the bodies, the fire, the injuries, it's awful. The smell of burning flesh is just terrible.
For Concorde, the Paris disaster is the beginning of the end. 3 weeks after the crash, all Concorde flights are grounded. Air France and British Airways, the 2 airlines that fly Concorde, have to make major safety modifications. Tires are strengthened so that they remain functional even when punctured by a 30-centimeter blade. Engineers encase the fuel tanks with bulletproof Kevlar liners to resist puncture. And electrical harnesses in the main landing gear bays are reinforced. But Concorde was never to regain her former glory. 14 months after the crash, Concorde passenger flights resume. But the cost of maintaining and upgrading the aging fleet is too great. Passenger numbers decline sharply. On the 24th of October 2003, Concorde carries passengers for the last time. The first era of supersonic passenger travel is at an end. Concorde is now just a museum relic.